So those masks, I wanted her to get a Darth Vader one, right? And put it on her head, but then like put it above her head, like on top of her head, like a hat almost. And I wanted her to go down on me while humming the Imperial March. She never got the mask, but that would have been. But she did hum the Imperial March while. And I'm just sitting there going, I love Star Wars.
All around. We talk a lot of junk, yeah, you vibing with us now. Build something from the ground up, yeah, we like to clown. Talk about some real stuff, yeah, something profound. It's a pleasure that you're hearing us, wouldn't mess around. It's a topic of discussion worth talking that we bust and put a nail in the coffin. If you love it, then you love it. If you don't mean nothing, still bring it to the public. Y'all, don't feed the animals, put them in a cage, they couldn't handle truth. We gonna bust out the gate like some cannibals. Same face, same channel, messing with the tune. A bunch of idiots stuck in one room, can't take us serious. You love what we feeding you. I'm with the show, yeah, proceed with the interview. Local celebrity, snatch a toy from your cereal. Don't feed the animals.
Welcome back once again to another episode of Don't Feed the Animals podcast. I am your special host for this evening for another solo podcast with James Cruz. That's right, people. It's full effect. Here you are, listening to me by yourself again. Now I have one question. Do you guys feel comfortable? I might be a little bit more animated this podcast, considering I decided to record myself live in the most bootleg way possible. I have a phone hooked up to a tripod, and I have my normal setup, so hopefully you guys can hear me, because you can listen to me live while you're listening to this. Now, granted, the episode that you're just listening to if you're listening to it, it's going to come out after the fact. And hey, everybody. Sorry. So just letting everybody know, I am on Instagram Live. I'm recording the podcast as we speak. I got people jumping in. I got ex-co-hosts. I got current co-hosts. I got everybody coming in to come see me. And we're just going to have a solo podcast and just enjoy ourselves. What are we going to talk about? I don't know yet. I spent an hour, maybe two, just setting up this beautiful setup. So, yeah. I realize I'm going for like a Howard Stern look. So if you did follow me, I don't know how I can save this. I don't know if I can save this. I don't know how long it will record for. But yeah. Yeah. So I'm figuring this all out. So, how's everybody doing today? Fine? For those who are watching me on Instagram, what's up? See, that's not fun. See, so I'm going to relay everything like it's a live stream, because it is. Yes, it is James Cruz. It's not James hosting today. It's James Cruz. You can tell from the sunglasses that it's James Cruz. You can tell by the meat coming out of the little ground beef that's coming out of my shirt. James Cruz. The hair a little bit damp and long. James Cruz. Now, what is James Cruz? You guys have been listening to this podcast for like 51 episodes, and you're like, who the hell is James Cruz? Who is this guy? So there is a story behind that. So we all know that I do the podcast with DJ Daffy, my cousin, and I've had my brother on before, and he has me on his phone as James. Yes, I know. Sorry, I got interrupted. They said that there's a ghost behind me, and there is. There is a Slimer hanging behind me, and it's very, very, very scary. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm just going to keep on welcoming people. It's going to be very awkward, but I can edit all this stuff out, but it's cool. It's cool because this is going to be interesting to hear on Sunday how this all comes out. So, James Cruz came from my cousin's phone, and he has me as James' cousin because I'm not more than one James on his phone, and he wants to know the difference. So my brother, being dyslexic and slightly unaware, I call him while they're in the car. It pops up on his phone, and he sees it says James Cuz, and then my brother's like, James Cruz? Who is James Cruz? And he's like, nah, man, that's James Cruz. That says James Cuz. But then when he answered, they're all like, James Cruz, that's you. That's James Cruz. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're going to do. So that is how he was born, by name. And he is not only around by name, he is also a persona that I've developed recently. It's my confidence booster, I guess, if you will. So yeah, what's up to all that is joining? What's up, man? How's it going? I'm just recording a podcast. It's gonna be very weird. I got Sipping and Grilling, Isaac, joining up. So a lot of the people that are probably going to be joining are people who have been on the podcast before, but that's great. I love it. It's like an audience of people who are a part of the animal squad, the Don't Feed the Animals community, and I love it. So what's up, man? Any good bourbon tastings? Any good bourbon things showing up, man? I just want to know. You know, you got something new? Hopefully something exciting. Ooh, what's this button do? So I'm gonna accept questions. I'm new to this IG stuff, so we're figuring this out as we go along. All I know is that this better come out pretty cool. I just needed an episode done before I go out today, because I don't have one for me. Okay, so Sipping and Grilling says, got back from Vegas with the good goods. Awesome, man. I'm so excited. I gotta have you on for again. We gotta try some bourbon, but I'm more excited for the grilling part too. So I noticed there's a question feature. Let me see questions that popped up on here. Oh, Lola asks, how long has James Cruz been growing his lustrous hair? Funny for you to ask. Actually, I've been growing my hair since I cut it in October. I cut it in October of 2019. That is when I departed from my fiance, and yeah, it's gonna go there. And that was like the new me look, you know, when females do that, when they're not with their when they're not with their exes anymore, they chop their hair off as a rebellious moment. That's me right now. That's what I did. But since then, so October 2019, we're going up. We're heading towards 2 years. It's pretty long, yo. It's pretty long. Anyway, oh, shout outs to Pink Pony. What's that place? Yep, that's true. They do get bangs. It's true. They do the bang thing and the bob. It's like, I'm done. I need to show off that I'm a new person and I'm no longer attached to him by your hair. It doesn't make any sense. I cut it off because I was trying to do some drastic shit. I was just like, maybe my hair was too long, because my hair before I got it cut, was down to my mid back, and then I was just like, screw it, I'm chopping this off. I can't do this anymore. So but then I grew it, and then I was like, this is me. This is what everybody knows me as. Yeah, 2020 girls shave their heads and call it a statement. It's true. It's true. It's a statement. It's a new look. Or, it's just everybody likes to do the Sinead O'Connor. Everybody remembers that song? It's been 7 hours and 15 days. And then she's all crying in the music video. That's a good song. It gets me emotional, but I'm with it. So, things that are going down today that I'm going to bring up and get that out of the way. Me and DJ Daffy are going to the Dania Beach Improv today at 7 p.m. soon. We're going to see Steve-O. That's right. Steve-O is on tour with his, I believe it was a body bag tour. So I'm excited to see, there's going to probably be a lot of dick, like lots and lots of dick that we're going to see at this show. Definitely we'll have a podcast talking about it without obviously talking about his whole bits, but we'll, say how it went, which I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I haven't been into a legit comedy show in a very long time. The last one I saw was Bill Burr, probably in 2019, early 2019. No, I'm lying. Bill Burr in 2018. Oh, Lola asks, how was your night last night? It was good. So, yes. Moving on. I'm excited to see this show. I got top details. Details for what? The show? What are we talking about? This is interesting. Interesting. DJ Daffy wants to know what I'm talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. So, I'm seeing Steve-O tonight, and then last night. Okay. Details of last night. This is weird. Should I do that? Because I can do that. It's hard for me to talk about things that happen like that. See, you guys are trying to make James blush. James Cruz doesn't give a fuck. Just saying. I'll say what happened. I will go there. Yes. I can't tell. Anyway, enough. Alrighty. So. Thank you. Thank you, Voice of Reason. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yep, exactly. Yes. Protect myself. You got to protect yourself. You know what? It's dangerous out here. You can't just tell people shit. Before you know it, I'm going to get like Me Too. And I can't. I hope I can save this live show. Like visually. Yes. Yes, they do. Little titties matter. You know what's funny about little titties? I know that people care about tits like that. I can tell you straight up, I don't really care about tits. I've had tits in all variety, all shapes and sizes. I've had really like perky ones. I've had hangers. I've had big sloppers. I've had giant meat bags. I've had some hungry tits. Yes, I probably will be canceled. But we're not adding any names. Though, yes, ones that fit in your mouth. You got ones. You got the pepperoni nipples, and then just a quote from 40-Year-Old Virgin. You got the braille nipples, the ones with the bumps, the Stevie Wonders. You got those too. Yes. So, all boobies should be loved equally, and evenly. I mean, I've been with somebody with 2 different pepperoni nipples. Yeah, pepperoni nipples are a thing. Yeah, dark nipples, light pink nipples. Inverted nipples are weird, but I've seen those. I've seen inverted nipples. Yeah, sometimes boobs feel like a bag of sand. Yeah, no, that's another quote from 40-Year-Old Virgin. But anyway, all I'm trying to say is that, ladies, if you have titties, be proud of your titties no matter what size they are. There is somebody who's willing to enjoy them as long as you let them suck on it. That's it. That's it. If a guy can suck on your tit, we don't give a shit. Fuck, shit tastes like candy. Make sure though, see, I remember when I was young, when James Cruz was 16 years old and he started touching boobies, I remember I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she had a girlfriend at the time. So my girlfriend had a girlfriend, and she lived in Canada, and she came by with her girlfriend, and they were like, yeah, this guy is really good at sucking titties. So she told her girlfriend that, and she let me suck her girlfriend's titty, and that was cool. But here's the thing. She had like hair, like a hair, and that was gross. I almost dry heaved, like, when it happened. It was just like a lot of like, it was bad. It was bad. So, ladies, guys love the nipples, love the titties. Just make sure that they're like, smell nice, just like any part of your body. You know, you got to be considerate. You know what I mean? Guy or girl, just make sure that whatever part of your body is getting any attention, that it's nice and hygienic, nice and just taken care of, and I think you'd be fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah. You know what? This kind of gave me an idea. I should just talk about funny sex stories, because we're in James Cruz land today. So, the funny thing about funny sex stories is, I don't have many of them, but I will figure it out. You have to have sex in order to have funny sex stories. That's true. That's true. And I have a couple of times. Yes, if you're listening to it live, you definitely don't want to hear this conversation. You definitely want to keep your earbuds in, especially if you're listening to this podcast, because it is going to go there. So anyway, going back to it. So, yeah, she's the first. So the first girl I did stuff with, nothing really crazy happened except for her letting me suck her girlfriend's tits. We didn't do anything more than that. It would have been awesome if the girl I lost my virginity with, shortly after I have a threesome, that would be cool, but that didn't happen. But to be fair, her girlfriend had hairy titties, so I'm good. Yeah, I would too. DJ Daffy says that if I had hair in my mouth after munching on some titties, I'm going to give her a titty twister. I agree. I feel like it's like, hey, or at least that, or just do some like, do some like wax, like put some wax on there and just like rip it off. That'd be intense. Maybe she'd be into it. Maybe she'd get excited from it. Who knows? I don't know. So yeah, other than that, nothing crazy. Pool sex, that happened. That was cool. Nothing too crazy there. Okay, so moving on to the titty hair. You can't get off titty hair. I mean, I get it. I have titty hair, but no girls are sucking on my nipples, and if they wanted to, I'd be like, well, let me take care of my nips first. I gotta make sure that everything's good. Cosplay sex. Okay, as a joke, one of my ex-girlfriends that I've had, I always wanted, in a weird way, for my one of my ex-girlfriends at the time, to wear, you know, like those masks, that the ones like the old school like Halloween masks, right? The ones that have like just a drawstring and it just goes above your face. So those masks, I wanted her to get a Darth Vader one, right, and put it on her head, but then like put it above her head, like on top of her head, like a hat almost. And I wanted her to go down on me while humming the Imperial March. She never got the mask, but that would have been. But she did hum the Imperial March while sucking on my dick. Just saying, and it was pretty rad. I mean, she's going down on me like, and I'm just sitting there going, I love Star Wars. So I didn't do the mask, but I did get her to hum, and that was cool. Damn, I used to have it really good back in my teens, man. And you don't know, when you get, well, as I became older and more of a committed simp dingleberry guy, you know, I realized that I used to get away with asking girls to do a lot for me. Yes, I got a hum job. It's true. It's true. It's because I don't think I knew what a Hummer was, which it's whatever. I never got that. Yes, exactly. The so I am now. Did I do anything else with anybody else in between? No. We all know the story about me going out with the daughter of my best friend's girlfriend at the time, and I didn't really do anything with her. She was a virgin. That's gross. Daffy says next time I got to try to receive a gummy with no teeth. So I'm guessing it's somebody with no teeth giving me a some capacity. I'm pretty sure it's awesome. You know, you don't get the teeth getting in the way. Oh my god! Speaking of which, I can explain that. That's the one time. One time I was getting cabeza, and yeah, she gave me teeth, and I was like, whoa, frozen grapes. What's a frozen grapes, BJ? Wait. What's that? Grapes. Frozen. Why grape? Why frozen grapes? Not ice? Like, I've done ice. I've done ice where she'll, like, suck on some ice and then go. It's refreshing. With a tongue ring, it's, like, even more because the tongue pull, the little rod in their tongue, it gets super, super, super cold and freezes my pee-pee. It's pretty crazy. But yes, you need to elaborate on why grapes and what is the significance of that. Speaking of food, girl has 2 to 3 frozen grapes while blowjob. Is that just... Oh, so it's like ice, and then she gets to enjoy the flavor of grape-flavored penis. Am I on the right path? It is a choke hazard, but if she's good at what she does, I don't think that. Yeah, it's in her mouth. So you have cold. So the sensation for the man is cold spheres while tongue, while mouth, and then the girl gets to enjoy great flavored penis. Am I right or am I wrong? So it's like beneficial for both sides. Correct? I think so. Extreme grape BJ. What is extreme grape BJ? Extreme grape BJ would be like making jam while giving a blowjob with grapes in your mouth, and that's extreme. And that doesn't sound fun at all. That's all I think of. It's like, we're going to make some grape jelly. It's like, how? I got these frozen grapes. I was like, okay, what are you going to do with it? I'm going to put them in my mouth and suck your dick. And I'm like, You're gonna turn it into jelly? That'd be pretty cool though. And it gets warm, and then it melts, and then it's like oh. How about some marshmallow fluff with that jelly? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, moving on. Make some wine in her mouth. Exactly. So one of my exes, so another blowjob one, and I used to get blowjobs a lot. Not from many people. Full disclosure, I don't got it like that. But when I did, one time I was asked, and this is not something I wanted. She wanted this. She wanted me to eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream while she's going down on me. I did it. I didn't know the point. It was delicious. The flavor was... It was half-baked ice cream. I love half-baked. Ben & Jerry's half-baked ice cream. So fucking good. I know. I know. Yeah. Daffy said I would be taking a fat nap after that. Yeah. I almost wondered why. Like, why did you want me to eat? Like, what do you get out of me eating while you're... I mean, it's cool. Like, I felt cool. But I didn't ask her for that. Like, I didn't say, hey. Like the fucking Imperial March Darth Vader blowjob. That was an ask from me. I was like, can we do this? Because it'd be fun. By the way, a hum job is amazing because when they're humming, their throat is vibrating, and it vibrates all on down my pee-pee. Just saying. That is the benefit of getting someone humming while your penis is down their throat. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't get the whole eating thing. Now it's not that because it was weird, just because of the fact that I'm like, it's such it was like not that far from being like, I want you to go take a shit while I give you a blowjob. And for those who don't know what that is, that's called a blumpkin. I don't want that. I don't want anybody to experience that. That's pretty fucked up. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go take a shit. Can you take care of the front while I take care of the back? Don't mind the smell. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, that's so fucking gross. I did have a gross experience once. Well, it's not gross. It was actually kind of funny. Another one of my exes. I'm a good guy. All these girls that did stuff with me, they were with me for a very long time before they decided. That's not true. That's a lie. Have I ever had such bad head that I fell asleep while she tried her best? Not so I've never received head that was so bad that I felt, you know what? I can't actually honestly answer that, because I want to say I have, because I have had bad head. I've had very bad head. To me is unenthusiastic head. Bad head to me is like not engagement at all. And you only realize this type of shit as you get older, when you get good head. Like, you don't know what bad head is until you get good head. You get so good head, and I haven't had amazing head. I don't think I've yet to have, and it sucks too, because porn ruins everything. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, you know, like I have to like hold their nose and like shove my penis down their mouth and make sure that all their mascara runs down their face and slap them in the face. I mean, I'll do that if they want that, but that's not doing anything for me. That seems very aggressive and intense. But good head is lots of saliva and lots of you know, like throat action, and you know, like, I don't know, because it used to be bad sometimes. Sometimes it'd be really, really bad and boring. Like, it would just, nothing would happen at all. And that was never fun. I didn't fall asleep, but I could have. So that's to answer your question, Lola. I didn't fall asleep, but I could have. The grossest thing that ever happened to me while receiving a blowjob was I was in high school. I was a teenager, and I was at my girlfriend's house, and we were on her couch, and she lived with her brother and his wife and his and their daughter, and we were watching Harry Potter or whatever, and she goes down on me. Super cool. It was good. I enjoyed it. Whatever she did, she ended up gagging on me, and her timing though was impeccable because it was right when I was coming. So right when I was coming, she decided to puke on my dick at the same time. So I didn't know what was going on. I'm in my state of euphoria. I'm like, and all of a sudden my lap was wet, and in my head I'm like, did I cum that much in her mouth? I'm like, did I just like fucking blow a huge load down the back of her throat and it just went everywhere? And then I kind of realized what happened like seconds later when she gets up and she looks at me and goes, I'm so sorry. And then I look at the tip of my dick, and then I notice a lettuce leaf on top of it, and I'm like, that's lettuce. You had salad. You had a salad earlier today because there's lettuce on my dick, and it's everywhere. You puked. You choked on my penis and you puked everywhere. She was so sad. Like, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's probably one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. Kind of was. I was like going, and all of a sudden being vomited on at the same time. The good news is that her vomit wasn't like extra gross. It was very like watery, so I wasn't really, besides like the lettuce, she was on a diet at the time, so I lucked out there. Yeah, that happened. The fun part was the brother finally came out, but I had my shirt off, and it was so funny because we weren't caught, because like this is like minutes later, I already had my shirt off, she's doing my laundry, and the brother comes out, he's like, is everything okay? And he's and I'm like, yeah, and he's just like, look at me with no shirt, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh man, we were watching the movie, she got sick and she threw up on me. At least it was salad and not mac and cheese. That is correct, Lola. Yes, I would have Velveeta all over me, and then I'd have a cheesy dick. The Velveeta penis. Kraft macaroni and cock. All right. Anyway, moving on from the blowjobs. Yeah, I don't think I've had any more exciting BJs. Sex farts. No, I don't fart. Nobody I've been with farted. All I get is queefs. I get a lot of queefs. A lot of girls that I've been with, they queef a lot. Probably because I like to bend people in different angles and stuff, and just little that they just, and ladies, dude, I couldn't stress this enough. Don't be embarrassed of your queefs. If you guys are doing some crazy fucking tantric Kama Sutra shit, her legs are bent behind her head, or like whatever, and a little bit of, you hear this? Just know that you're going to hear something and it's going to sound funny. Just giggle a little and move on. Ladies, don't be embarrassed. It's air trapped in your fucking hole, and it's letting it out because this guy decided to do something. So I always know that I'm the reason why you even are queefing to begin with. It's because of me. It's because I'm opening up all those holes and everything. Yeah, when I hear a queef, it's great. And the best, what's the best is when you're fucking a girl and she queefs and then she decides to laugh hysterically on your penis. And then when she's laughing on your penis, it feels amazing. Infamous Lola states, I farted when I came. I told him it was from the cooch. They got you. The and Daffy says that he likes to let the girls know. He likes to make them feel insecure and be like, "Did you just fart?" And that's great. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah, and if you fart like in real life, I'm sure that's fine as long as it doesn't smell really, 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 really bad. But it's fine. Listen, when you care for somebody, I used to tell my ex all the time, I'm like, girl, I love every part of you. I'm like, every part of you means something to me. It's like, if you fart right now, I'll fucking suck that shit in and hold it in like a bong hit. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, because I fucks with you. And that's real. That's real consideration right there. That's like a real relationship. That's how you know you're in it to win it. Car sex. Fucking dirt. So car sex. That's a good one. All right, here we go. So I've had car sex a couple times. The first time I've ever had car sex was in the backseat of my friend's car with my girlfriend at the time while we were being driven around. That was cool. Oh, dude, I have not had car sex since in high school. Yeah, I was in high school. It's a high school thing. No, that's not true. Wait, hold on. No, you're right. High school. Yeah. Yeah. Is it because we're like, I gave roadhead, but have not had car sex in years? Yeah, I haven't had car sex in years. I wonder if I could still do it. I used to be really good at setting up my car to have car sex because I had a Scion, and the Scions are like perfectly shaped to where I take the headrest off of the seats and then push it down all the way flat. I recline it all the way back, and if I set it up a certain way, it lays out like a bed, so the whole area is like flat, and it's really cool. And my Scion didn't have an armrest, so it was flat all around. So if I wanted to have car sex, I could have. I never had sex though in my car. God, it wasn't bad. It's kind of cool. Roadhead, I've never received roadhead. Roadhead seems dangerous, but exciting at the same time. Now the question is, Lola, have you received roadhead? I'm just saying, I think it's possible. I feel like I'd be more scared. I think girls giving roadhead is a little bit safer than guys giving roadhead, but I'd do it. I'd go out. I'd do it. I'd trust her. I'd just be like, drive with one foot, put your seat back a little, and just let me eat that monkey. It's all good. And you wrote, that's exactly how I figured. You would drive the car with your left foot. Fantastic. I knew it. I knew it. That's the strategy. There's logistics behind this, and I already knew without ever doing it. I figured it out. Yeah, the girl would have to drive with her left foot, and then that'd probably be the safest way without blocking anything. Yeah, I feel like rubbing a girl while she's driving is fine too. It's probably easier. That's like just getting an HJ while driving. And then that'd be cool too. Maybe I got that. Maybe I got an HJ while driving. I wonder. Anyway. So, what else? Oh, this whole episode turned into my sexcapades, which might be really cool. Yeah. I'm reminiscing. Yes, flexibility is key in doing situations like that, for sure. I would imagine that you would need to be very flexible. Can't have and you got to be limber too. You might have to stretch before, and you don't want to cramp up. Yeah, I remember. I've had sex between two buildings. That was something else that I did. And I was in high school. And she was not flexible. So when I lifted her up by her leg, she got a cramp, and she was like, no, and I was like, am I doing a really good job? And she's like, no, cramp, and I'm like, fuck, damn it. I thought it was really cool for a moment. Anything else? What have I done? I'm pretty vanilla, man. I want to say that I've done some crazy shit. But not really. Sex in a car. Sex between two buildings. Sex in a pool. Sex on the beach. I've had sex in the beach, in the water. I have sex on the beach, in the... Oh, but I had sex on the beach in fucking Captiva Island over on the other coast, and they have tons of fucking sand fleas, yo. And sand fleas are the worst. If you know what a sand flea is, if you have never experienced it, be thankful. They're the tiniest little fucking bugs, and they just crawl all over your legs, and they bite the living shit out of you. So having sex in the beach over there, my legs were destroyed. Like, they were like way worse than mosquito bites, and so much more painful and so much more itchy. Oh man, what if one of them jumped on my dick? That would have been like the worst. I would have had the worst time ever. Yeah. Stop it. I hate it. That's so good. Lola says, sex on the beach is a little uncomfortable because of the sand. You end up looking like a breaded chicken. That's gotta be like one of those, like donkey punch is like when you punch the girl on the back of the head, and like when you're doing it from behind, and then they gotta come up with one with breaded chicken. It's like, what's breaded chicken? It's like when you fucking cum on the girl and then you throw sand on the cum, and it looks like she got breaded chicken on her. that's the nation too. Yes. Sex on the beach is better inside a tent or the water. Yes. Yeah. Huh. Let me think. What else did I do? You know what the sad part is? Is that I am saying all these things, but it's like, that's it. Like, nothing else. Like, I really... And it sucks because I am a deviant. Like, I am a really horny man, and I just maintain composure really well. But I don't think I have sex nearly as much as I should have had, even with my exes, especially my latest ex, especially my ex fiance. It got to a point where it was really, really like a big drought, like once a month. The longest was 3 months. It was pretty bad. Hello. We have new people checking it out. But anyway, so yeah, it was a big ass drought. I'm telling you, what else happened? Okay, so that was there. I'm going through like my life on like what my sexcapades was, and it really wasn't that. Nothing else really happened. I think. Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I've had sex during a blackout. That was cool. During a hurricane, the power went out. We went into the bathroom. Her house was full of her family. We just did stuff in a blackout. That sounds more like opportunist shit. That's not really that exciting. I mean, granted, you have to like wait for the power to randomly go out to have a blackout sex. Ha! It's blackout sex, get it? But we're all both conscious. That was a roofie joke. Anyways. James Cruz is leaving. James is back because the dorkiness has arrived. Should probably button up my shirt now. Show that I'm not cool anymore. And yeah. Oh, hold on. I have one more question because I am going to be wrapping it up soon. So we got to go somewhere. How many beers before James Cruz gets buzzed? Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm putting the sunglasses back on and button the thing. A lot is the answer. A lot of beers. If I'm just drinking beer, if I'm just drinking beer, I would have to have probably at least 6. At least 6 within the hour to get a buzz on. And that's a lot. If I did a bucket of beer, but then I'm bloated and uncomfortable. So I just say fuck it and just take shots. But then how many shots does James Cruz need in order to get buzzed? I don't think many. I think within an hour, if I consume maybe 7 or 8 ounces of liquor, so that's what, like 4 shots within an hour, I'll get a little buzz on. Now, drunk is a different story. A drunk James Cruz, he's going to need like 3 times the amount to get him buzzed. And within that a small time frame. Because if you give me any time to recover, I'm on it. The only thing that would shy away from, though, is like smoking and drinking intensely, because then it's literally nothing, that it doesn't really take anything, and then I immediately have a headache, and then I want to throw up, and then I want to go to sleep, and then that's not fun. But as far as like buzzness, yes, it's 5 beers within an hour and 6 shots, and then I'm good. But yeah, that's, now you know how many beers it takes for me to get drunk or tipsy, buzzed. Buzzed was the question? Buzzed. Like a buzz. Yeah. I'm awesome when I'm drunk. I don't know. Like, a lot of people, only 50 minutes of the podcast will change the subject from sex to drinking. Yeah, I'm awesome when I'm drinking. When I'm drinking, I'm like super like, super chill. Like, a lot of people that I know will be super aggressive, be super uncomfortable, but me, when I drink, I'm vibing. I am loose. I am on my game usually. I do the thing where I fucking look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, you got this, motherfucker. You're doing this right now, right? You're doing this. You're here, right? We're here. We're present. We're doing this. And, I do like the whole fucking pep talk shit. It's fun. I used to do that all the time at parties. I'd be like, you're going to fucking be awesome today. And you're not going to fucking fuck up with nobody. And it ends up being great. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about this episode. I like it. It's going to be very short when you listen to it down the line. But for those who have joined me during this podcast, thank you with all my heart. I love you all. You all mean a lot to me. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So thanks for those who had contributed, and thanks, and can't wait for us to have more fun and more shows. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this IG thing again, but fuck it. It was fun. I might just do it for every podcast and just have a little camera set up for people to watch it, the live element happening. Why the fuck not? So, yeah. It's almost an hour. Podcast is great. Yeah. I would honestly hang out a little bit longer, but I got somewhere to be. Like I said, I got a show to go see, and we're going to find out how that goes. See how much dick I see today. I don't know why when it comes to Steve-O, I think there's going to be lots of penises everywhere, but I think there is. Tons and tons of penises. He's going to staple his testicles to his leg and his dick to his belly button. He'd probably do that. Anyways, thank you all. It has been an honor to do this. I'm going to cue up my song that no one's going to hear on Instagram for my outro once I find it. Where art thou? Oh no. Is it gone? Is it gone? No, it's not. Alright. Anyway. Lola, Daffy, everybody else who joined, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Can't ask for better co-hosts. You guys drive me. And you are the friends that I call to talk it out. Peace.
Go ahead, baby, call that shit, baby. Call that motherfucking therapist, baby. If you don't got a therapist, call your mom. If you don't got a mom, call your motherfucking friend. If you don't got a friend, talk to the person under the bridge and they'll tell you about your problem. Gotta go talk that, gotta 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 go ahead, baby, go ahead and talk that. Gotta go ahead and baby, gotta talk that. Gotta go ahead and get your feelings out, baby, go ahead and talk that. Gotta talk that. Talk to me, baby, yo, I'm gonna help you. Talk to me, baby girl, I'm gonna help you. Talk to me, baby boy, I wanna help you. Talk to me, baby boy, I wanna help you. Talk to me, 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 talk to me. Go ahead and talk down. 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 Baby, gotta talk it out, gotta get it from the inside to the outside. Gotta externalize that shit, gotta take it from the bottom of your stomach to the top of the lift and get that out. Now you feel a little better, now you do that shit. Gotta exercise, gotta exercise, gotta exercise. Gotta exercise your mind.